we see Jesus is going near Jacob's well. Again, a well, which according to Jewish word, the original Greek word would mean a well which is sustained not by water which is coming from the underground, but a well which is sustained by living spring. So Jacob's well was a well which had a spring underneath. The well was sustained by a living spring, not a water which is stagnant, not a reservoir which is underground. And Jesus is coming to this living water and says, see you woman, you represent the entire town of Samaria. You represent all the people of Shechem, the covenantal people, my people, the promised people, my kingdom. You all are coming to draw water from this living spring, but you have not understood what this living spring means. Go back and listen. In the book of Exodus, you were thirsty and wanted water. It was me who brought water out of the rock. Today you have made out of stones, out of rocks, a place to preserve the living water, but that water is no longer a living water because you have gone away from the Lord. You have gone away from your covenantal relationship with your brothers and sisters. It is no longer a living water. And therefore I sit here waiting for you to come. You come to quench your thirst. You come to drink water. I shall meet you. A decisive choice, therefore, to enter Samaria, people away from the Lord. A decisive choice to enter Samaria equal to Shechem, so as to bring the people of God together. A decisive choice to make sure that this well turns back to be a living water again, sustained by the living Lord, because they are living with the Lord, and therefore this decisive choice of God to be there. And you see again a decisive choice that God wants a personal encounter with this woman, and therefore disciples are sent out. If I say I am thirsty now, that lady who is a sacristan will be running because she knows where the water is kept for the fathers to drink. Not all of you, right? If somebody is hungry, all 12 need not go to bring food. They are not bringing food for the entire town, but for themselves only. But it was a decisive choice made by the Lord to encounter that woman. And that woman represents all those who have left the Lord, all those who have left their brothers and sisters, in a very personal encounter. God wants to make that woman and all of us who represent that woman to turn back to God in a very personal encounter. We have all come here. We are making praise and worship as a community, but God is touching us individually. God is speaking to us individually. God is expecting to listen to us also individually. Zacchaeus made himself seen. Bartimaeus made himself heard. Today, the Samaritan woman and his meeting with Jesus ask us to make ourselves individually available to the Lord. Make your God your personal God.